Hey guys, how you going? First podcast. How are we? I'm Oscar.
Tanner.
I'm
Jacob.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Teal.
I'm William.
And I'm Oscar.
And we are...
First podcast, so yeah, we said it.
So, I am pissed off. I am absolutely mad.
He's fuming!
Fuming, right? I was working and this person pulls up in drive-thru. So I work at a restaurant where they have drive-thru.
Macadoo!
Trying to be subtle about it. And you just...
$9 an hour, bitches!
And I'm working in the drive-thru and this guy pulls up and he's like a nice guy. He's like an old dude and I'm handing him his drink and then he goes, "How you going, mate?" I go, "Yeah, I'm good." He goes, "You're so skinny, you need to eat more cheeseburgers."
Jeez.
Bloody hell.
Do you know how offensive that was? I looked at him and I just went, and I just turned around. I was like, "Fuck you!"
Get
Like,
the fuck out.
yeah, exactly. Like, people don't realize that, like, if that was a fat person and you did that, oh my god! And if someone heard you say that, you cop so much shit because it's skinny. It's
Wait,
like,
so
Who gives a shit?
what? So you don't think it's bad? That,
Someone came up to me and was like, "Fucking fat, stop eating cheeseburgers." Like,
but imagine I was anorexic. I'm not, but imagine I was, and that was the thing that pushed me over.
hang
you
on,
know?
were you offended at the fact that he said eat more cheeseburgers, or you just
The
said...
fact that he thought you were calling you anorexic.
Yeah, the fact that he thought.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
It's
makes
the
sense.
context. Yeah, but even at that, like, even if you were a girl, that would have been 10 times worse.
Yeah,
like, not
yeah.
even just fat. Like, if you were a chick, it would have
So
been
why is it worse if you're a female?
Exactly. It's bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
for some reason, it's like, oh, that's so sexist, I'm watching my appearance. No,
That-
it's like guys get just a self-conscious.
Oh,
It's
that's the best
ridiculous.
thing. I was talking to my mum this morning about this issue. We were in the car going, it's like, cruising. So we get to the school, and I get out of the car, and
Oh, Jacob,
Mum said
can you
that you shouldn't call females fat, which I agree. You shouldn't call anyone fat. Mm-hmm. But sometimes at school, I tend to call people fat as a joke. I'd say, "Hey, you're a fat slob," just as a joke. Like me and my mates have this thing we share in
Probably
common.
one of the
pretty
worst
sure-
things to say. And
I know, but
yeah,
it's just a little joke, right?
You actually called Will fat before, like
Yeah,
2
no,
seconds
it's
ago.
just like a little joke. Right, so we do this, but if I called a female fat, why is that worse than calling a bloke fat? I don't understand
'Cause
why
blokes don't
society
give a shit.
feels.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but why do females care more?
They're
about
more
their
self-conscious.
about their self-image. So why is that? Why?
It's more sensitive.
It's because, like, in the media, men are portrayed more with muscle and things like that, whereas women are based solely on their beauty, like beauty things like that. We
muscles is
don't
beauty.
look at makeup products and be like, oh man, I want to be like him. Like, girls do that though. They get put
occasional
to.
blokes do. Occasionally blokes like you see Channing Tatum and you surely want to get a bit up and about.
Yeah, that's true. That is
No,
good.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
never
really want
never
to do
runs
that.
through my
Yeah, I
mind.
didn't really.
Well, it runs
Oh,
through
yeah.
my mind, everyone. So
a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
probably put Channing Tatum somewhere. So
Do you think he's actually a good actor though?
I don't mind him. He's
I
alright.
think he's just an average actor.
Yeah,
He looks
Channing
really good, and everyone's like, "Oh my god,
It's 'cause
Channing
he's
Tatum."
hot.
Yeah, but well, it's a pretty shit actor, really.
No, he's okay. You just said he was average.
average actor. All right.
So he's a 6 out of 10. He'd be a C plus.
Is that an average? 6.
Average would be 5, surely.
That's
Yeah.
that's the middle. That's not
Yeah,
the
it's
average.
hard.
Yeah, it's average.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Actually, I agree with Oscar.
How
It's
come
not-
ATAR scores the average isn't 25 then?
Yeah.
Because people aren't that fucking dumb.
So people are that fucking beautiful slash.
Wait, what'd
Good
what?
point.
What'd you just say?
So people aren't that fucking dumb.
About, for what?
ATAR.
Okay, okay, right.
What did you think I was saying?
Yeah.
Never mind.
About Mongols?
Yeah. About Channing Tatum, yeah, bad actor.
Stuff.
You don't like him?
No, I haven't actually seen anything with him. He reminds me of Chris Evans. You know Chris Evans?
Yeah, he does
He's
actually.
a cyclist.
Who is Chris Evans?
Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
You were close. No, you were close. Cyclist.
He actually does.
I'm sure there's a cyclist called Evans. Oh my god.
Cadell.
Yeah, there's.
I'm sure that
Yeah,
there's,
there you go.
there's
Yeah.
an anyone called Evans. Evans is just a name.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure there's an Olympian as a bloody everything. So the girl. Have you guys heard about the girl that died in the rides?
Yeah.
I had not.
Adelaide Royal Melbourne
There
Show.
was a-
She was 8 years
yeah.
old. 8 years of
8
old, apparently.
years.
She was 8 years of old. And she was on some. Well, this is just what.
It's called the Air Max 360.
And it's in
The
the. So she's gone around, and apparently her seatbelt was on properly. Everything was like done
Yep.
properly, and she just couldn't hold on to the bar she was supposed to hold on, and she just slipped right out of the chair, She's turned around and got up, and the thing that's gone around is actually just smashed into her, and she just gone to smithereens.
I didn't hear that. I heard that she got thrown off.
Well, that's just what I was.
Well, that's bullshit because I know that she got thrown off, and she went about like 10 meters, and because she's so fragile, because she's an 8-year-old, she just slammed the ground and died within
a couple of seconds, obviously.
Impact.
By the time, no, she was actually alright, but then by the time she got to the hospital, she was
yeah.
dead. So she probably broke a lot of bones, lost a lot of blood.
Blood in her head.
How do you know all this?
She wasn't
I saw
really.
the
We
news.
read news
right.
and read papers.
Where'd you get your story from?
Facebook.
But isn't
Probably why I was wrong.
isn't that some scary shit? Like a ride
Yeah.
that's meant to be.
Well, she was probably not to be honest.
Doesn't that put doubt in
Yeah,
your
well-
mind? Like, I was going to go to the one that's here later
In
on.
Melbourne?
Yeah, but
Alright.
I was thinking, like, I don't know, imagine going to ride and just thinking, oh shit, someone's died on this. Like,
But you're also not 8 years old.
oh, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what my dad said. My dad's like, oh, well, an 8-year-old won't be able to hold on as strong as you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
won't be able to, like, mentally know what's going to happen if you don't, like, know the consequences or everything. And so I just.
Moral: fucking hold your fucking life ass onto that ride
On
when
the
you're going
NX.
around.
Well, don't let an 8-year-old on.
Yeah.
There was a
Don't have to
height.
be in
There was a
trouble.
height restriction, but there was no age restriction. So she
Yeah,
was
that's-
tall enough. They checked that, but
What if she was like a girl Yao Ming? And she was like just she was like 4. No age restriction.
the scary thing is that ride's been around Australia. Like
Yeah,
it hasn't
well,
just
everywhere.
been. Yeah, it's been
everywhere.
all around Australia because that's what they do. Like they travel.
Well, thinking about closing it down after that incident. 'cause
Well, they'll have to until they get it like.
Well, that,
Yeah.
it
All
wasn't,
they do
wasn't
is
any
restrict
issue.
anyone.
It wasn't any issue with the machine.
No,
It
but that
was just-
still shouldn't happen. You still shouldn't be able to slide out of a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
If the safety harnesses to stop you from sliding out, it completely failed in that regard.
I've been on
Yes.
rides where like they're like, everyone put your hands up. Like the actual carnies are saying that.
Yeah.
Put your hands up. So
Yeah. The ones where you go down like a roller coaster and it's like put your hands up for the camera.
yeah,
like
exactly.
this and stuff,
Yeah.
and then like
They encourage it.
yeah, I know.
So it shouldn't really happen.
They're violating safety precautions there.
Oh, but they
Yeah.
at the start of the ride they go, oh, they tell you they're like, oh, put your feet in at all times. Don't be a dickhead and stuff.
Yeah.
and people are just like, oh, I'm so cool. And they're like doing all this.
Sorry, what exactly?
The 8-year-old girl was
Yeah,
just
I
like
know.
spinning in her
Oh,
That's so horrible. It's actually it's really sad.
Mum,
That's
catch
Jacob
me.
Cigarette bastard.
you did not actually just say it, joking.
What ride was it? Like what was it?
It had like arms, and then it had like a carriage. Like you'd sit in the carriage, and then it spun around that way. But I'm pretty sure the carriage is also spun around that way. So you were going upside
Oh, so it's like a
down
cha-cha.
and
And
spinning
around,
around.
yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
I know those ones. Jeez,
Pretty-
that would kill.
scary
That
shit.
would kill you. If you got hit by that.
Wait, so you're saying the cup spin like that? So it like flung her
Yeah,
off the
yeah.
ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
It's
Jesus.
like this.
It flung her upwards.
Yeah.
And she like
Wow, that.
there was a description, and someone said who saw it. They're like, oh, she was like a rag doll in the air.
Yeah.
Fucking scary shit. So she's obviously
Oh,
just
that.
being like, I don't know.
Thanks,
scary.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Making me look like a fool.
It's actually stupid how bad like misconceptions go
I
along
know.
the internet. It's like
Chinese whispers.
exactly that's what it is.
No.
But that's just media in general, really.
Yeah, they always
Like it's not even
change
just
something.
social media.
And that post right that you said
Yeah.
would have got more likes than the truth.
Yeah,
Because it's more
absolutely.
interesting. That's
Yeah.
the thing. People
Kids
thrive
would,
on interesting
kids
things
would want to listen to that. Oh,
Yeah.
some girl got splattered to pieces.
more than the truth. So I was thinking, right, if you were in space, right, and you had a jar,
Science.
Which, let's be honest, none of us are going to go.
you had a massive
Probably
jar,
go.
and you had a massive jar, and then you opened the jar, right, then you closed it, and you tightened it like as tight as you could, then you went back to Earth with that huge jar like this big, then you opened it, right, would a vacuum happen?
Yes.
Well, there's no...
The oxygen would rush out in space and it'd be filled with nothing. It'd be a vacuum.
No.
I think it would, because there's nothing in the...
My science levels aren't
Yeah.
big enough to
Yeah.
comprehend this.
To be honest, I really couldn't give two shits.
What I was thinking is,
Fair
what if
answer.
like a massive one and filled it with space, which is nothing.
Filled it with nothing.
Filled it with
space.
nothing. So you went up there, you like poured out all the oxygen, you was like, fuck, get
So
out of
you
here.
poured out nothing and got nothing out.
Well, no, you poured out
And
air.
you brought back nothing, so it's automatically a vacuum. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you poured out all the air and then filled it
It's
with
not
nothing.
a vacuum cleaner, it's a vacuum. It has nothing in it.
But it would still
Yeah.
suck. It would suck stuff in, right? And then you used it as an energy source.
How can you use a vacuum? There's nothing
It's
there.
a vacuum.
It's
Yeah.
gonna suck
Point
up
of it.
nothing.
It's gonna, yeah, but you can somehow convert that to energy, can't you?
No. You cannot convert
Well,
nothing
not
to
yet,
energy.
at least. There's no one who's ever.
Well, it's a
done
vacuum,
anything.
so it's high
Hang
power.
on.
E
Sorry.
equals mc squared.
Sorry.
Here we go.
That's how it works.
Just E
Energy
equals
equals mass times the speed of light squared.
Sorry, I'm gonna get really
You need
existential.
mass to make energy. In a vacuum, there's no mass. Therefore, you cannot have energy.
Jacob,
but when it sucks it in, that's what I'm saying. When it sucks it in,
It doesn't suck things in. It just has nothing in it. As soon as you open it back
it
up,
sucks stuff in.
I want to hear Jacob rant. Shut up.
Alright,
Go,
go.
Jacob.
Big Bang, energy from nothing.
Big Bang doesn't.
That's the one thing.
It's still
It's the one
counts.
exception, the one thing that created
That's
the
not
universe.
even an accepted theory.
I don't
That's true.
believe that, everyone.
Are you religious, Tanner?
I'm religious.
Wouldn't say I'm a religious man.
I just
I
don't believe that. Like, sorry.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, I know. That's
that's
the
just
whole
can of
biggest
That's a
debate.
can of worms.
Is this for the
Yeah.
can of worms? Is it?
Yeah.
Or is
Can
it
of
like
worms.
it's like so? There's worms in a can.
So your gods are one.
Yeah. God is a worm.
So if you got
If he
a
was
jar
a-
of worms, right, and you opened it up, do you reckon?
That the vacuum would suck the air out of the
No,
air.
I'm
Yeah.
being serious. Anyway.
So when you play worms, you're basically slaughtering gods.
Yeah.
Alright.
You suck.
Alright.
Back to the matter.
Brutal.
Another thing that happened, which was pretty cool. Well, not cool. Interesting though. Kanye. Have you heard about what he did?
Spastic.
Yeah.
That's what you get, you arrogant prick.
He was telling everyone in the audience to stand up, and he was like, I see two people that aren't standing up, and they were
Oh,
both
no.
like in wheelchairs.
And he's like, why are you standing up? And then he realised, he's like, oh no, it's alright. And then he went back to the show.
Yeah, he stopped his concert for a whole like 1 minute,
Oh my god.
just waiting for them to stand up.
He's a fucking tosser.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's
He has one-
Yeah, I know, it's not his fault. He just
He didn't really
he didn't see them.
But everyone like backlashed on him and said that he's such a dick and all this stuff.
He's a dick.
He wasn't saying for them to stand up.
No,
knowing that
I
they're
sympathise with
paraplegics.
that. It's like it's just a mistake.
Maybe they didn't want to stand up. Maybe even if they did want, even if they weren't in wheelchairs, maybe they thought, hey, I want to sit down. I don't want to stand up because some faggot guy who can't make good music told me to.
Oh, why'd you go to his concert if you thought that?
I
Why
paid
did you-
$300.
I went to One Direction's concert with my sister, and I really don't like them very much.
It's embarrassing.
It's not. How is that embarrassing? They make more money in like a second than all of us make in a year.
Does it make
Yeah,
him
but
less embarrassing?
Yes, it does.
I'd sell the ticket and just get money out of it. I
Oh
wouldn't
Oh
go
my
and
god,
see them.
yeah.
Is Bill Gates
You
less
could
of a
sell
nerd?
it.
You can sell for
because
so
he's a millionaire?
much. What would you say?
Is Bill Gates less of a nerd because he's a millionaire?
Yes.
Yes.
Millionaires get bitches, which means bitches means fun. Fun means good houses. Good houses means more bitches.
One word.
Bitches.
No, 2 words. Dan Bilzerian.
Define it, please.
You don't know who he is?
Who?
He's like that millionaire guy. Is anyone like his page on
Yeah,
Facebook?
he posts
Yeah.
like photos of like chicks and stuff.
Yeah, cars and chicks and guns.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
The bloke who
I think I pronounced his name wrong.
He's a legend.
No one knows how to pronounce his name.
Is he a legend or is he some guy from just with a beard who just is a sexual predator?
No,
and
he
takes-
plays poker and he wins.
So he's
Oh,
a
well,
legend.
that-
legend.
He's a legend.
So he counts cards.
You can't get cards
But
anymore.
you can't win all the time.
Can absolutely count cards. What do you want about?
No, they you can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
The,
at casinos,
the
they
casinos have
three
like 3 or 4
Yeah.
decks. You used to be able to.
You know you still can count cards with 3
Just,
decks.
just way more difficult.
It's pointless.
No, he won all his money on like
You can still
the
do it.
World Poker thing.
I'm not even joking. Watch a movie called 21.
Yeah,
That's a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It is actually an
You can
accurate
seriously do it
representation
though. You can seriously do it.
No, you could
Tanner, thoughts?
when
You
they had
can
one deck,
on
but you
21?
can't anymore.
You can.
No, on counting cards.
I'm telling you, you can.
You can't do it. They
You
have more
to
than.
use math.
I know. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like,
It helps a little bit, but
You
it's-
give all cards different values so you know which card's coming out next.
yeah, but it
And
doesn't
you
work
can
anymore.
adjust your bet.
you could still get it to work. It
It
just
still
wouldn't be
works.
as relevant.
Exactly.
The
It
probability
wouldn't
wouldn't
help.
be as significant.
Yes, it would. You just
It would
be
help
a little bit
tiny-
less lucky because there's more cards in the deck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would help a tiny little bit, but
No,
Not
it
a
would
tiny
help
little
probably 60%.
Any advantage when you're playing
It
for
would
$2
help
million
60%,
is
it
an
would-
advantage.
Exactly. Doesn't matter how big or small.
The house makes money because they have a 1% more chance of making money. If you counting cards, you have that extra tiny bit of making money. Your chances go up through the roof.
Exactly. So
advantage
fuck
is an
you,
advantage.
Oscar.
no, that's not true.
Absolutely.
Okay,
true.
but who actually cares? Counting cards. I mean, you know.
I care. That's a serious. this kid
Are you,
makes
are you,
some
are you
serious
going to
cards.
enter a tournament and win money by counting cards?
Yes.
No, you get disqualified for
Eventually.
cheating. Because I guarantee you they find you.
Everyone counts cards in professional poker. They don't just go off and make blind bets.
It's not so much that.
They
It's
could-
more like they don't necessarily have to count cards to have a strategy. Like, you can still do things.
It's all about
They,
like
they count cards.
deception, bluffing, all this crap that they do.
Poker face.
I saw Inception recently. Speaking of Deception,
Recently.
but again for the
What a
second
segue.
time, you have no idea how
That movie-
good it is to see it like a second time.
That movie is the biggest mind fuck.
It's
The
actually
first time you watch it, you're like, wait, what?
yeah, but
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
after the second time, it's really good. Have you guys seen it? I'm sure you have.
I've been meaning to see it. But
You haven't seen it.
no, I've
It's
not.
like 3 years.
I've seen it once.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as good as everyone makes it out.
Or we could just watch
I
Shrek.
agree,
and be
I
happy.
agree.
Shrek is life.
Shrek. Yeah.
Shrek is
Just watch Shrek instead of Inception.
Sick of that Shrek meme.
Shrek.
I like the
Shrek is
I don't even know what thing they use. They just like Shrek just rapes people. It's so funny.
Yeah.
What?
They just what programs?
Yeah,
do you
4chan.
Source film like that, right?
Yeah.
Gary's-
It wasn't 4chan.
No, but all the 4chan posts like show like Shrek coming in and just
yeah,
raping
that was
everyone.
like 3 years ago.
No, that's like there's many of them.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
heaps
but-
now.
With-
That video resurged the Shrek meme.
yeah. And people like you got mad because you found it first.
Because it was dead for 3 years. And they're all sick of it. And everyone's like, oh, look how fucked up this thing is. Like, you've been on 4chan recently? It's way worse stuff. Vore. Look it up.
What?
You know Vore? I
No.
thought I told you guys about Vore.
Don't want to know.
No, we do. We definitely
Vore
do.
is, when you get...
Oh no.
How do I word this?
Wait, you told
What
me this.
is
and
it?
it
Yeah,
just-
It's when you get turned on by watching people get eaten. But like...
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, they get like into the stomach and you watch them get digested, and some people get turned on by that.
It's like
What
autoerotic
the
as fiction.
Yeah,
Oh
that-
god.
Well,
Maybe it's not their fault.
it makes sense.
That's still weird.
It makes
No,
sense.
that thing
It makes
that
sense.
thing has like thing. It's like you lose oxygen, so you get like the adrenaline, so it supposedly makes it better.
People get
What?
turned
Makes
on.
sense.
Who goes
You
on?
not heard that? You check yourself.
that eating thing makes sense though, because you know, like when the penis goes in the vagina, right?
You've already lost
Are you
me.
linking this to eating?
Sex ed.
No, the penis goes into the
Sexual education
vagina,
with oxygen.
and it's as if the penis is getting eaten by the vagina.
No.
So-
It's really not.
It doesn't get soaked in
Wait,
sulfuric
I
acid
want to hear what
or
he said.
stomach acid.
Keep going.
Yeah, so then when you see other things getting eaten, you're like, oh, that's a penis and vagina,
No.
and it turns you on.
It's not them being eaten. It's seeing them being eaten and alive in their stomach while being
So
dissolved.
he
okay.
turns
That
everything
is-
into a sexual innuendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You basically just said the insertion of food equates to the insertion
yeah. Well, it's
slash
like
fingers slash other.
Everything. So we had chips before
Yeah.
from the shop. We eat chips and put them in our hole in our mouth, which is a hole which opens and closes.
Meanwhile, Oscar's sitting there at the end of the
It's
table.
like, oh yeah, oh yeah, dick in the vagina.
You know what's funny? He was like, "These are the best chips I've ever eaten." It's by far the best chips I've ever eaten.
no, but like if
truth
someone was sitting there like a hot girl, and she was like, you know, being all like,
She had a
sexy.
popsicle and she was
Yeah,
like,
eating
Exactly.
salty chips.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying though.
that's
She's-
totally different
she's
from
referencing
eating
it.
someone.
If she was just going, it's not hot.
If she's eating a banana, that's fucking
If
hot.
she's like,
No, it's not.
It's because it reciprocates the
depends.
same motion.
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm
But
saying.
that's not. Tana's saying
Yeah.
they go into the stomach and die. How is that
Also
anything
that-
like sucking a
Alright,
banana?
I'm just saying.
actually, in a lot of the things I've seen, they don't die for some reason.
It's like
Yeah,
float around.
digest-
They get
so
shut
good.
out, and then it does happen again.
Yuck.
As long as they try to. As long as they
No,
try
everyone
their
has their own
best.
fetish.
If I'm correct, I think someone actually did this in real life.
Can we just?
A guy went over to someone's house, he ate him, and the guy was eating him and he got sexual pleasure. Sexual pleasure.
Can I just ask? When you said you've seen them, what did you mean?
There's a lot of fucked up shit, unfortunately.
I think there's just a lot of fucked up shit on your computer, to be honest.
Or anything in
No,
life.
don't tell it to the police. Huh?
Everything.
Yeah, I can stay away from those sites there.
No, you are a chronic man. What? You get up and about in the old Pornhub.com.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Don't we all
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking best thing in the world.
leave my personal matters out of this, Tyler.
Is it personal or?
No, I share it with everyone.
You post it on Facebook or check out this video, guys.
You know,
Why is there a like button on Pornhub?
Seriously, guys, these are
Yeah.
the best chips. Check this restaurant out.
Why are there accounts on it?
No, oh no, did you see the new announcement?
What?
Pornhub now has achievements.
Really?
Yep, a link to your account.
Oh my God.
If you watch 50 videos, you get an achievement. If you watch
That's
50,000 videos, you get another achievement.
what is the
50,000.
achievement? Can you just,
50,000 videos.
like, can you like share the achievement on like?
I think you can.
Be like, yeah, I wank heaps. Achievement.
I have no idea why.
Have you ever heard of Porn Hero? No, Cock Hero. Sorry. It's
I
called
have.
Cock Hero.
It's actually the best
Oh,
thing
is
ever.
that the Guitar Hero?
We should probably stray away
Yeah.
from this though.
We should change the subject.
Anyway,
we should.
did
This
you
is
know
fast.
that Minecraft was...
Gay.
What are you doing?
I'm getting a beverage.
Bevo's alright.
Oh, Bevs, bro.
Bro.
Minecraft was
so
bought
drunk.
By Market, yeah.
by Microsoft, which is fucking huge, for 3.2 billion.
I think it was 2.5.
or 2.5
$2.5
billion
Yeah.
dollars.
It hasn't been bought yet, though, right?
I think it was
They're
bought.
in works and buying it.
Never played it. Fucking gay. Troll.
The point is,
Oh,
Notch
it's
was
not fake.
so happy.
No, not just leaving.
Yeah, because he's got $2.5 billion.
My bum
He,
Yeah.
no, he had money before that. He he was a advocate of indie games, saying you need the indie games to propel the AAA gaming industry. So now that Mojang's being bought by Microsoft, he's just gone. He's gone. He's left.
Okay, but he still gets a lot of money.
He doesn't get any money.
So really, he just contradicted what he
stepped down
said.
from Minecraft.
It's not his point.
That's the point of getting paid 2.5.
So he's
for it.
sold out pretty much.
He sold out way before when
No.
he was playing for Minecraft. Actually, it's not selling out. He
Wait.
just got money for his work.
Did they buy Minecraft or Mojang?
They bought Mojang Studios.
Oh, did they?
Oh, okay.
He stepped down from Minecraft once Minecraft became a big thing because he wanted to work in indie games. And now that Mojang's being bought by Microsoft, he's just going, well, I'm out of Mojang because they're going to become a huge studio instead of indie.
That makes...
That was an announcement.
Weren't they working on something else as well? Mojang?
Scrolls, yeah.
Scroll.
I think that fell through though.
Is that just what's his name? Notch? Is that just Notch working on it, or is it Mojang?
No, it was Mojang.
Otherwise,
Notch
pick it up.
was working on a
Lit.
it was like OX10C or something, some kind of space game.
Yeah, that's
in a
it.
browser.
The space
Yeah.
game.
He's been working on that for yonks.
Yeah.
Yonks. Is that a measure of time? Is it?
it is.
Yes.
It's as big as my dick.
Do you know that?
Whoa. So pretty small.
So it's a few years.
Probably like
Light years.
Buzz.
There's
a snake in my boot.
God.
Had to be said. I just ruined everything.
And when his wings get ejected, like it's
No,
because
that happens after he gets
How do
kissed,
we
right?
get from
yeah, he
Minecraft?
does. There's a
He gets
scene where
kissed,
little
his
Bo
wings go
Peep
boing.
kisses him,
Yeah,
and his
he's
wings go.
Really?
Yeah.
and his face shield thing goes really quick.
Yeah.
So
And
cool.
little Bo Peep says to Woody, "How about I get someone to watch the sheep tonight?"
He's like,
I
It's
had not seen that one.
It's actually scary how, like, when you're young, you don't even realise. And
Yeah.
when you're older, you realise that it's
Yeah.
fucking dirty
And then
ass.
it's like, hey, I'm gonna get laid.
When you're young, you're like, oh, look, his wings
And
popped out.
his name, their names are Woody and Buzz. Like,
Like that's like Bill and Ben, the flower pot man.
What about
his
Ben?
best friend Corky?
best friend.
I watched that
That show.
yesterday. I watched an episode on YouTube
That's
and I was
pretty
like,
creative.
it is the best thing I've
Yeah,
ever
it's-
seen.
it is creative. Let's face it.
I'm not saying it's from that
And
period.
no one's probably seen it.
But
Who's seen it? All the Aussies have seen it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Aussies, Australian represent.
Fuck everyone else. Aussies were attacked.
Whoa.
yeah, fuck you USA.
Kind of very anti everyone else but Australia. You're from South Africa, aren't you?
No, keep saying this.
You're from Africa. You're,
My mother is from Africa.
exactly.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you're
so-
South
And my
African.
grandfather's from Austria. What are you going
Well,
about?
you're
I'm
South
born
African.
in Australia.
Oh,
You're South African though.
No,
But you are, because your family's part.
no. That's not how it works.
It's
I'm
how it works.
Australian. I'm part African,
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
but I'm Australian.
Yeah, but yeah. You know, never mind. You're part South African. That's what I'm saying.
No, I see what
If
you're
you
doing.
go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
far enough, you're probably Irish. You're probably English.
Just because
we all are English because we all bred from there, obviously.
Yeah,
Well, it depends.
Just because I
Well,
like
we're not Aboriginal, are we?
Well, Dutch
Could
maybe.
be.
Are we?
hypothetically, if I get my wife pregnant and then we go overseas, have the baby there and come back, it doesn't make my baby German.
Yeah.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It
What?
does.
Are you fucking retarded?
Are you? Oh my god! You are a Russian
Jacob.
hothead.
No.
Okay.
Tell me why you think that.
Well, you get on.
So it means where you're born and bred, that's what you are. That's what you're saying.
No, basically, you're born in Germany. You're a German.
Burn.
What?
Burned in Germany.
No, you were born
about-
in Germany, but you.
That means you're a German.
it
It means you're
doesn't.
German. If you move back to Australia, you're an Aussie, but you were still born in Germany. You're still a German.
You were born in Germany, but you're not a German.
If
What is your logic?
my,
It's not like your body's just like, this piece of land seems different.
Okay,
but we're
put
German
it this
now.
way: my dad, born, raised in Australia, but his father's he moved from Austria to Australia.
So
Does that make
he's-
him Austrian? No, he's Australian.
No.
Because he's born and lived in
Are
Australia.
both his parents Austrian?
No,
Well, then what's one of his parents? Then?
one of his parents came from Ireland.
Oh, well, then he's part Austrian, part Irish.
But he's still
Ireland.
He's not a Germland. He's Aussie.
He's not just being born. I'm sick
It
of this
absolutely
conversation.
is. You get an Australian passport if you're born in Australia.
Yeah,
You're
because
Australian.
that's the government. You live in Australia, you become an Australian
Because
resident.
you're
It
an
doesn't make you
Aussie.
Australian. It just makes
You're
you a
Aussie.
resident of Australia.
You're a
That's
dog.
why people have to apply to become an Australian resident because they're
If
not
they're not
Australian.
born in Australia.
They reside in Australia.
What do you want about? You're saying if you're born in Australia, you get a citizenship, but if you're not born and move to Australia, you don't get one
No.
because you're an Australian citizen. That's what I got.
I'm just gonna like jump out the window.
Yeah, what?
Tanner brings up his own topic, starts talking about it, and then says, "What do you want about?" His own topic about his own thing that he's talking about.
Your subject.
You brought it up.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
Can I leave? What are you talking about, you fucking idiot?
Talk about something else, Oscar. I'm serious.
Oh god.
That was
Imagine
fun.
in English you were just like, oh man, Mr. Whatever, this book's really good, and he's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Isn't that what Mr. Russell does already?
Yeah, it doesn't.
How did we get from Toy Story to this? Can I ask?
I don't know. I forgot what we were.
First
Well, because I said Buzz but like Bottled Bill and Corky, and then we thought creative, and then we thought like Ireland and I don't know.
Yeah, because we went from creative to. Oh, because we're Aussies. He said, yeah, fuck everyone else. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
that's
Aussie.
it,
Ah, yeah.
Aren't you South African?
Yeah, true.
Sorry, he's not South African, Zimbabwean.
There we
Get it
go.
right.
There, done.
What about the bomb
Zimbabwe.
threats? The bomb threats going around.
They're a bomb threat.
Oh, yeah,
Where?
the terrorist one.
Not really bomb threats.
Oh, well,
Just
the terrorists said
they haven't actually threatened us directly.
Basically.
well, they're tightening up all security everywhere.
The terrorist
True.
alert is high.
I've seen
don't know what that
beheadings.
means, but
I've seen
Everywhere.
beheadings.
Isn't it always high?
no,
the footy-
it's normally just like, be careful. Now it's like, watch out, imminent danger.
Yeah.
Nothing.
For the
Internet,
footy
it's
on the
not
weekend, they were checking cars to see if
Oh,
like,
really?
people were like every car that drove underground.
Really?
and
Actually,
up,
yeah,
they were
I
checking-
guess it's a spot to do it.
Wow,
The
that's-
MCG. That is
Oh yeah,
fuck shit up.
apparently, I'm not entirely sure about this, but in Brisbane, they had to close these train station bins because the terror threat was
Yeah,
raised,
yeah.
and they like actually closed off the bins, like closed.
That's what happened in
Wait,
Singapore
why
ages
would
ago.
they
right?
close off the bin?
Put a
So you
bomb.
can-
They
Put
put
a
the
bomb
bomb
Are
in
you
it.
serious?
How
Oscar?
stupid! But how stupid is that?
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not
That's something
necessary.
Well, it's better safe
No,
than
no, no,
sorry.
no, that's not stupid. That's worrying.
Yeah, it
that's
is worrying,
scary.
but it's not really needed. You know, I mean, why?
Oh, and there's another thing. There's some disease that's going
Alright.
around that makes your
Ebola.
eyes bleed.
Ebola.
Really?
And
Yeah.
it's come to Australia. But do you know what it
Oh,
is?
did it come to Australia?
Yeah, it's
Pink
come to
eye?
Australia. It's like,
Ebola.
yeah, I
The
know.
Ebola virus. It was in Africa.
Yeah, it makes you like eyes bleed and you like go all fucking crazy and
Eyes
shit.
bleed.
I don't know, it's weird.
Jeez.
My English teacher told me to
I
that.
really don't know. nothing
Like, there are
about
very few places that I don't want to bleed from, the eyes being one of them.
And my penis would be the
That's-
it.
second.
That's,
Oh, and
I
us,
think that's the most one.
Arsehole, I'd be a little interesting.
Well, you know,
I can deal with
Scream
it.
at suicide.
I'd rather ass than eyes.
That's true.
Like,
I
I
agree
agree
with
If you
that.
could
yeah.
choose a spot to bleed from, where like if you had to bleed from
Oh,
somewhere, a
and-
hole, where would it be?
Yeah.
But then
Nose.
again, you think
Nose?
get punched in the nose all the time.
if you bleed from the anus, it's gonna get infected. That's the bad part.
Oh, and AIDS
Why?
is coming back.
If
Everything's
you
coming back.
shit
We're all
into the
fucked.
cup.
Terrorists bleeding
That's pretty
eyes.
yuck, isn't it?
We're all fucked.
Do the fingernail like slits count as a hole?
No.
Because they connect
How's
sort
it a
of,
hole?
sort of
There's no
connect,
hole there, though.
but they're like
Oh.
they go into the
Skin's just holding
skin.
it
It's a
down.
gap.
Do they go into the skin?
They,
That
like,
creeps
Oh,
me
do they
out.
go in the skin?
they do. They like look. There's little.
Yeah.
Makes
Makes you
they have a little
Yeah,
slit there.
fingernails like, oh, creep me out.
Ooh.
Like, oh, fuck. No.
He's afraid of birds, if you didn't know.
I forgot about that. And bees.
Oh, you got swooped the other day. Tell me.
Yeah, I got swooped for like the first time in about 2 or 3 years.
Which is so funny.
And it was-
When you watch
I
other
wish
people
I
get
saw
swooped,
that.
it's the
It's the funniest
funniest thing. It's like you see like someone like just walking down the road and something like a car pulls out and scares them. They go whoa, and they get like scared and they trip on the road and you laugh and then like it happens to you and you get all shit
Yeah,
scared.
Oscar's like yeah.
Watching other people suffer.
What happened was I had a very traumatic experience when I was younger, and I cut up half my face because I was going down this road. I was like, "Fuck it, it's going so fast on my bike." Bird swoops me. I'm like 12. I spaz out. I'm like, "Ah!" with the handlebars.
So
and
you start boxing Mike Tyson.
I'm boxing those handlebars like motherfucker, and then I just flip over and I go about 2 meters on my face.
Why?
And
Why
do-
birds then?
Now
not
why didn't you
bats?
just go like this and go
Yeah.
and turn? So the magpie is avoided.
Oh, look, a bird.
no,
From the story, it sounds like the bird had left, and then he went shit.
it came down, went up like 2 meters.
Like, it didn't even hit you.
Start
It was
boxing
like,
the bird.
It came down, went up about 2 meters, and then went back down again.
it's probably like a
continuously.
plastic bag blowing in the wind or something.
That's why you wear the ice cream helmet. Come on.
Fuck, mum.
Sorry, that would have been really funny to see. That would be like something to go on Failboard or something.
Like,
I wish someone filmed it.
first time without
Like, you get
training
hurt.
wheels or something. Like, I'll be okay.
That's so fucked. I love that.
Sorry about that. We had a bit
No,
of
that's
a
even
technical
dumb.
issue.
That's really dumb. I'm not doing that.
We were talking about fears, but
Fears.
we're drinking.
As I was asking Tanner, you wouldn't help someone if they were on the ground, they were bleeding from a car accident.
I would do all that I could do to help without having to look at them.
Which is bad.
Tanner's scared of blood, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the video.
Yeah,
Tanner's actually scared of blood.
No, it would have been in the video. Of course, it would have been in the video.
Hemophobic? No, not homophobic. Everyone fucking says that.
You need to grab their phone out of their pocket, which is full of blood, to save their life.
Well, why don't I have my own phone?
You don't have your own phone. You're driving. You're going to.
You have no credit.
If it was someone I
This
knew,
guy.
if it was someone I knew and I knew for a fact their phone was in the pocket, I might like go reach in and pull it out.
You might. I love how you said might.
I might. That's how much I hate blood.
If I do like halfway through, you close your eyes, pull it out, and your hands covered in blood, you're like, fuck this.
No, I'm done.
You just got the phone, and it's like,
I would
walk
get
out.
the fuck out of there. I could not deal with that.
Then that guy's death would be on your shoulders.
It's not my shoulders to go hit him with. I'm just an innocent
But
bystander.
you could have saved him.
I could have. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can be charged just as guilty if you let someone die.
You can't. Not in Australia.
No, I'm a lawyer. No one's talking about it.
If you see someone get shot and they go, why didn't you perform CPR? It's like, oh, I just
That's
didn't do
different.
it. You can't get death penalty.
Actually, wait, no, that's not different. If you've been legally trained CPR, you are expected to perform CPR.
If you're not.
Yeah.
What?
Like, it's like...
That's the thing, I don't
What if you
know
like
CPR.
have a mental failure and you get all like you feel like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm
you-
Oh, well, then that's
People get
different.
super panicky and
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, no, it's because it also happens to things like martial arts. Like, if you... Say, hypothetically, if someone goes to stab you, and you beat their head in, and they get knocked unconscious and, like, I don't know, suffer...
hit their head on the concrete and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, you won't get sued.
Yeah.
But...
You will get
if-
sued. It happened to my friend.
No, like, you legally...
He
I
killed
don't know,
someone.
something problematic.
He didn't kill
Anyway,
someone.
if you learn martial arts, though, and you beat someone in, they say that you're expected to know better because you've been trained to defend instead of
Oh, I
hit,
see what
so
you're
you get
But
fined.
even if you are expected to defend, if someone's coming at you with a knife, you're gonna go, please stop, I don't want you to stab me. Then I'll just block you like this.
Swipe it, no
Bali,
swipe.
Bali.
Time out, please.
Yeah, it's because you're not allowed to use force that's beyond reasonable. So if you knock him out,
What
you
is
keep
deep?
punching him on the ground.
Oh no, but if
Legal.
you're saying like someone's going to stab you, you dodge it and give them a right hook and they just go and they just die.
That's fine, but yeah.
But like, if someone's out, what human? Oh, I suppose if you're like a ganger from Frankston,
Yeah.
if someone goes on the ground and you just repetitively keep smacking them in the head when they're out, they're clearly out cold, and you keep smacking them. or
Yeah,
kicking the head,
that's
that's fucked up.
That's when you get fucked.
Yeah.
What did you say your fear was, Jacob? By the way,
I didn't.
Didn't
But
say
before
It's scared of
that,
heights though,
what
right?
did you say?
I am scared.
I'm
of it.
fucking
But-
petrified of heights too.
Yeah.
Everyone's scared of heights.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't really count as a
You're
fear.
scared of it when you're born. Some people grow out of it.
It depends.
I'm fine
Like,
with heights.
You grow up.
If no, it depends. Like if I'm say on the giant drop in the Gold Coast, I look down.
No way.
Oh my god!
That's
If I'm just on the ride, I couldn't really give a fuck. 'Cause I'm just like, oh yeah. If I'm at eye level, I can just like see the park. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty sick. I look down and I see the difference between me and the ground,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
and then I get all
So
shit.
Then you
we have
fact.
Eureka in Melbourne, which is like a big building where you
Eureka
go out like a you
It's-
go out like a big block, and
it's
then
pretty cool.
the floor below you goes to glass.
Yeah.
Are you scared of that?
Yeah. Oh no, because I'm safe. I know I'm
Because
safe.
you know you say that.
I know I'm safe.
Okay.
Actually,
With giant drop, it's like so you quickly go down.
But you are
come
safe
up.
as well. Your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after hearing some girl fell out of a thing and it just fucks with my head
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's like you think of the worst.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, has anyone here been on the Eureka Skydeck?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
there on Monday. I was
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
everyone has. Yeah, I thought that.
Oh, look at you! Oh, you're still in it.
I'm important. I've been there.
You're important.
Well,
Biggest
bit of an
I
understatement.
suppose your name is Bill
You
Gates.
could have run with it instead. You just knew. You were like, no.
No, I accept defeat. But yeah, it's pretty scary because they make cracking sounds when you're in it.
You're standing on glass, right?
You're standing on glass.
I couldn't deal with that.
No,
That's
it's
it.
like that thick.
I still could not deal with that.
It's
No
glass,
way.
but then there's also metal poles
Imagine
between.
how, it's
how long
scary
it
because it like goes out and it like
Yeah.
Hangs off the
yeah,
edge.
it feels
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
because-
hanging off the
Probably
edge.
explain what it is. Yeah, you're in a glass room and it hangs out the side of the building, so you're on a glass floor staring right down at the street.
And the building's the biggest building in Melbourne.
Southern Hemisphere.
Is it really?
No, I think it's the second biggest apartment building in the Southern Hemisphere. There's the Q2 in Queensland.
Shit, should have wrote that on my test then.
Oh, someone's gonna get a cross. on
I
their
read that
question.
fact ages ago, though. It could be outdated.
Yeah, so it's pretty damn scary. But I don't suffer from vertigo. Fine with
It's
it.
not vertigo.
The best.
It is vertigo.
No, vertigo.
What is vertigo?
Vertigo's when you get dizzy.
From looking at heights.
No, I guess you're right. It doesn't have to be from heights, though. I know that.
I'm pretty sure it's hot. Or
I've had vertigo before. It's fucking fun.
Is that like?
It legit is. There's an office chair and it's like, oh shit, whoa. Yeah, fine.
I don't think that's vertigo.
No.
Vertigo is always associated with heights.
Vertigo is when you feel like you're spinning.
What's it called when you're
Yeah,
like
dizzy,
when
you're
you're asleep and then you get like woken up quickly? You have to like quickly get up and you quickly get up like that.
Hypnic jerk.
Is that what it is?
No.
I know, and you're like you get up
You're a
quickly
jerk.
and then you're like whoa, I feel really weird. And
Oh,
like you like
that's-
no blood in your head and then just like you feel it and you're like oh
That's
good
blood
now.
rushing.
Yeah,
to you.
that's not blood rushing to your head.
That's
So you
the
get
opposite.
up and then
Get up.
Why does that not feel weird when I got that with my arm quickly?
It's because
your brain's not in there.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, pal.
Why do you explain it? Not it.
So wait, we're talking about that stuff like when you're sleeping, you just suddenly just wake up.
No.
That's
So,
everything.
When you like quickly get
Yeah.
up, you'll be like, whoa.
A hypnic
Yeah.
jerk is when you're going between stages of sleep, and you know when like
Psychology.
you know when you're dreaming and then like all of a sudden you just fall, and you're like, whoa, what the crap is this?
yeah.
Yeah, hypnic jerk.
Is that hypnic jerk?
Yeah, it is. Pause.
No, this is totally cool.
We'll
isn't
be
it?
right back.
Isn't it? Yeah, it
on the couch.
Surely
Boys.
you know.
is. Okay. Yeah, it's just
Who cares?
I'm going
It's not that we haven't already.
But this is the
We know he
podcast.
has 3 cuts.
It adds character.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you want me to pause it and then
No,
start
that's
it
fine.
again?
That's
Don't pause it. Who cares?
Yeah. Just do
Called video editing.
Who cares?
You get point A, point B,
Yes.
bang, dead. Come back.
Behind the scenes.
And now we're back to the podcast.
There was a concert that was on the other. I didn't even know last
Kanye?
week.
Okay.
No, not
Oh,
Kanye.
when was last
Kanye's? Oh, I don't know what Kanye. So this,
I love it.
there was some concert, and there was like I don't know. I think it was like I don't even know some rap fest or something. And there was this rapper called Hobson. I don't know.
You won't be in trouble.
Where's your leg? My leg is nice. You want to touch it? Touch my leg. Before I continue, touch my leg.
Oh, wait.
This is some nice casual.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Everyone feel my
That's
calves.
fucking-
Everyone feel my
That
calves.
is a
Fucking
strong
hell.
leg.
Alright, so sorry. Everyone subscribe because of my calves. So we're
Best
doing.
thumbnail ever. Okay, it's like,
We're gonna do that. Right, we're doing that. Some rapper. He was rapping. He was doing his gig, and then there was some better rapper that people more know.
I'm sure you mentioned the name.
360.
Not like the Xbox though.
Hobson and 360. Now everyone with this is the Hobson and 360 was up next, and everyone leaves Hobson's gig and goes to 360's gig. So Hobson was like, there's a massive crowd for Hobson, and they all leave for 360. And there was like literally, they thought there was like 25, 50 people watching Hobson when at the start. There was probably 1,000 people, and everyone's
Really?
gone to watch 360. So he actually just stopped his gig in the middle and just walked off because everyone left. How does that sound when you feel? You're like, oh, I'm gonna
That,
be
you know what, actually? That's pretty douchey of Hobson. People paid to see Hobson, and he's like, oh man, everyone left. Bye.
No, but
Well,
everyone
only-
left, so they
only
agreed to pay
25.
360.
Yeah, and Hobson just was so happened to be on the set too. But like if you,
But if they stayed for Hobson, they wanted to see Hobson, and just walked off on it.
Yeah.
Isn't it 360 headlining?
Yeah, with Hobson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of fair enough. People are paying to see 360.
Yeah.
Hobson's an extra thing.
But
Still,
still,
they
like,
shouldn't have done it.
What they shouldn't have done is do 2 performances at once. That was dumb. They should do just
Yeah,
one after the
seriously.
other,
Yeah.
so everyone gets to see
We've
everything.
never seen that before.
That's stupid.
I don't like it either. So
I like 360.
I like both of them.
I don't like Hobson. I like 360.
I like Hobson more than 360.
Who's Hobson?
He's
Hobson.
a rapper from America.
It's alright, mate.
I like hops in my head.
It's alright. It's alright.
Hey,
Turn on.
get it?
Temple.
Hops, you
Turn
Attention.
on.
What makes you happy, Will? In the world, what makes you happy?
happy. Happy.
Not, you can't say like animals or anything.
Well, no.
Just speak your mind.
I'm thinking. Happy.
You are taking too long, my friend.
A lot of things make me happy.
Yeah, well, like
What?
Oh, you know what? There's a question. What's one little thing that makes you happy?
one little thing.
I like.
Things,
I
so it can't be a
really.
big
Little
thing.
thing.
So it still can't be your mum.
It had,
Getting money.
Oh! Oh!
wait, that was a compliment.
That was on 2 different levels.
That was a compliment.
No,
Well,
I think big thing is in like just that.
Also, it can't be your mum.
I'll come back. I'll come back. That's
That
fine.
was really good.
Go.
Getting
Sorry.
money.
It has to be a little thing. Like, for
This is my
example,
little thing.
Getting money. Getting like.
What do you mean getting money?
Like, I don't know. Finding $10 on the ground.
Oh,
that is
fair
pretty good.
That would make your day.
That's
So,
totally-
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Then you have to hand it in.
Nice.
No, well, okay, well, I'm just the honest person.
You're honest.
random compliments are pretty good. When someone's like, "You look good today," you're like,
Or you smell good. Oh, that's always.
"Yeah, that is really nice."
Tanner, what's go on?
I'm trying to think.
But no, like as soon as spring comes and you smell spring, if that does that make sense?
How,
No.
You know that?
Never smelled spring.
You know when like
Smells
flowers
like
come up, like in spring when flowers start to come out, so everything
And
smells
you hay
like
fever
flowers.
because of the
Yeah,
pollen.
that's all I know. Hay fever.
Oh, well, don't.
Oh, that's Ronnie. Good.
I love spring. And then you get it. I really want you to have a blood nose one day. It'd be so
Best
funny.
thing in the world.
Never had one. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's really
That'd be
good.
my biggest fear.
You never had a blood nose.
Never had a blood nose.